State Commission of Maharashtra for Backward Class has submitted a report to Chief Minister Eknath Shinde on the social status and backwardness of the Maratha community. Now, on the 20th of February, there will be a special session of the State Assembly to pass a law for a quota for Marathas. This is meant to address an agitation for reservation for the Maratha community, which is spearheaded by Manoj Jarange Patil. Now, Patil has been on a fast for the last week to press for reservations. Joining me to discuss this new turn in the Maharashtra Quota War are Haribhau Rathod, former Member of Parliament, Jayant Mayankar, and my colleague Kartikeya Sharma in the studio. Mr. Rathod, the MSCBC report has been submitted to the government. Do you think the state government is finally going to agree to a separate quota for Marathas as distinct from OBCs, other backward classes?
Actually, this issue is a very complicated issue. Even though I am trying to explain the issue, since the Backward Class Commission has submitted its report to the government, but the government thinking to give a separate reservation to the Maratha.
Right.
I don't think that there is a separate reservation. There is only the three type of reservation. One is scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, and another is the OBC.
OBC.
If they are tried to give a separate reservation, then again it is challenged in the Supreme Court, because the two time already challenged this during 2016 and another one 2018. Both times they are challenged, and it was not finally success by the government, not the government, not the Maratha.
Absolutely. Kartikeya, difficult spot that the government in Maharashtra is that you're looking at two very significant, very powerful communities. The Maratha community, which wants to get into the OBC bracket for reservations.
I think, the entire country is in a spot. I would say, the whole Maratha issue is in the forefront because the pitch is higher.
Right.
But, this is also representation of two things. One, that substantially because of the implementation of reservation post 1952, sociologically two things have happened. The first, that the social mobility, which was historically seen, this is like a pure sociological point of view, that every caste would, over a period of time, would portray itself as an upper caste after some point of time.
Caste mobility, upwards,
the upward mobility,
and now they all want to go down, backwards.
Now the issue is that there's a reverse trend, because now you want to be part of the scheduled list. If you look at the coronation ceremony of Chhatrapati Shivaji, it was about Hindavi Swaraj. You had priests from Banaras, Ban Bhatt, and everyone participating into it. And he was a Chakravarti. So, it was about social mobility. So, life under modernity, or I would say modern nation states, where you are classified and codified, something different has happened to the caste. So, caste is not functioning on the principle of purity and, as you said, upward mobility. Caste is functioning on the principle of horizontal strength and reservation, which you are getting. A very famous 1960s and early 70s, which Rahul Gandhi tried to use, Sasopa statement, 100 में से 60 पिछड़े पावे उतने 60. Basically, it was saying that this is a world of the backward politics. So now, if you're saying that the backward politics is the pivot of Indian democracy, then everyone wants a quota.
Everyone wants a quota. There's possible ripple effect through other states.
And Kanchi Ram used to say, he said, this is pen, but I want to make it like this. So people would say, why? Because he said, like this, we are more in number. But like this, we are here. But if you make it like this, we are bigger. That Kanchi Ram used to tell this to journalists in the 80s. So people who are pushing the caste issues are those who do not have political background. Look at the Patidar Andolan of Gujarat. Who was Hardik Patel?
Hardik Patel was a nobody.
Who was Jignesh? Nobody.
Nobody's.
Who is Jarange, technically? No one. What fueled Jat mobilization for BJP? A riot. There was no big mobilization. When the Gujar and Meena Andolan rocked this country 10 years ago, who was fueling it? no politician was
Bansla,
feeling it.
Kirori Lal Bansla.
Civil
Unknown.
society actors
Yes.
or unknown people like Jarange,
Yes.
which means that somehow there is also a disconnect
Yes.
when it comes to politics of reservation and
Right.
larger electoral issues.
Yes.
These are complex issues.
Yeah.
So I think when this disconnect happens, it means that these players are independent of the local MLAs and MPs.
Yes.
It is for this reason, Jarange is not a huge hero.
No, no. He's
But the call he has made makes
Yeah.
lakhs of people go.
Absolutely.
Or for
And
example, Anna Hazare's
Yeah.
anti-corruption campaign.
Yes.
I mean to say, he was neither a caste leader
Yeah.
who is talking about Anna Hazare now, no
Right.
one.
Yeah.
But he marshaled thousands of people.
Yeah.
So I think there is an inner churn in our democracy.
Yes.
So some churn is for anti-corruption drive. There is some churn for community. But I think the larger issue is that our population has not been absorbed by private industry as
Yes.
much as they could have, and state has not been able to convince them that boss,
Right.
even if you're part of this reservation list, it doesn't make a difference.
It does.
You aren't going to get jobs, and there is no consensus on creamy layer.
Right.
Rotation.
Absolutely. Jayant, this point that Karthikeya made about leaders coming out of nowhere literally and, capturing the, popular imagination among communities like, you had in the Patidar agitation with Hardik Patel, and now with the Maratha agitation, you have Manoj Jarange Patil. Just decipher for us, how is it that leaders like this are managed to come out of nowhere, capture and mobilize numbers on a scale that we haven't seen with any other politician in recent past?
Given the names from Anna Hazare to Hardik to Manoj Jarange, let me boldly put, I know that there will be some reservations about this, but everywhere the BJP hand you could see in behind such agitations.
Yes.
We always, it is always allegation that Anna Hazare was the protege of BJP, and now where is Anna Hazare when so many problems are occurring?
Right.
Hardik, where he ended, after he ended with BJP.
Yes, yeah, he
Now
was
Manoj
assimilated.
Jarange being, yes,
Right.
yes. Now let me tell you, Jarange Patil, is he someone like Sharad Pawar or any Maratha scion of Kolhapur or Satara? No, he is not. He is an ordinary farmer or maybe from the Marathwada region.
Yes.
I am of the firm view that he is another, handpicked by BJP just to divide the politically powerful nearly 32% Maratha community,
Right.
which is well divided between
Yes.
Sharad Pawar and Congress.
Right.
So if on the basis of this, we are offering you reservation.
Yes.
The BJP will say that we are offering, Devendra Fadnavis will say, look, your Maratha rulers, 16 Maratha chief ministers have now not given you,
Yes.
but I am giving you, and with this, he may try to yield some 5 to 10% Maratha votes,
Right.
to concretize the party's position in Maharashtra,
Right.
which despite Ashok Chauhan leaving, still there is a whisper that the three-party alliance is way ahead of BJP.
Yes.
And they are trying, please understand, there was a talk of Colonel Bansla, there was a talk of
Yeah.
Jat. The BJP proteges have pointedly gone in those regions where one particular community, which is farmers, which is in farming, Jat again in farming, Colonel Bansla was raising the same issue. And even Marathas are only in farming. They are trying to divide this farming community. The moment they will be, because BJP, I can't rate as a rural party. BJP is basically
It's an urban party.
urbanized
Yeah,
party.
especially in Maharashtra.
Sir, sorry, I'm interrupting you, sir. But I think BJP has broken that image. Long time ago in 1980s, Atal Bihari Vajpayee was campaigning in Punjab, and his PCC and his president said, BJP president, sir, look at the wall, sir. We have painted the town saffron. BJP के सदस्य बनी, and Vajpayee in his cryptic humor said, यही तो दिक्कत है. So I think, I think
Right.
BJP has come a long way from Baniye or come
Yeah.
a long way from urban
Brahman
party.
Baniya, urban party.
If
Yes.
you look at the Lok
Right.
Sabha elections
Yes.
of 2014 and 19, scheduled tribe and scheduled caste list,
Right.
rural areas,
Yes.
they have swept all the seats.
Right. Right.
So I don't think BJP is an urban party. Yes, it might be more forceful in urban areas.
Right.
Today BJP is truly a national party.
Right.
We have to acknowledge that.
It's taken the space of the Congress.
Yes, it has taken the space of the Congress very quickly. ठीक है, साम दाम ढन बेट किया, तोड़ा जोड़ा. But didn't Indira Gandhi do that in 1967? Broke all the Sanyukt Sarkars.
Right.
Didn't Rajiv Gandhi do that? Didn't allow NT Rama Rao to
I want to bring in
take
Mr.
oath?
Rathod. Mr. Rathod, this we were talking about Manoj Jarange Patil. What becomes of him? Would he be assimilated into one of the mainstream parties like Hardik Patel was after?
I don't think any political party behind Jarange, because before 4 months, there was an incident that agitation, during the agitation, lathi charge and all these things,
Right.
the police attack. So that was the result behind the Jarange party.
Right.
Nobody, I don't think any BJP or Sharad Pawar behind the.
No political party is behind Jarange Patil.
No. Coincidentally, that incident has occurred in this Antarvali in Jalna district. So suddenly he has the support from the all bottom of this one Marathas, and because during a day reservation is very important. This one since we have seen in the Jat allegation, then Jat, this Patidar, Andolan, but they were well qualified the leader.
Right.
Now the Jarange party, that much not he is qualified.
He's an unknown.
His demand is unknown. So daily his demand is increasing and not a constitutional one. So even the government has taken decision unconstitutional. Unconstitutional. If they give the separate reservation in coming session, then definitely the reservation will be challenged.
Reservation will be challenged, Karthikeya. I think we are back to square one, 2016, 2018 and now 2024.
You see, it's
no
like,
separate
it's like this.
possible.
The courts will get in, but the problem is not that. The problem is that law and order issue becomes really a huge headache for the government, state governments. And it is for this reason you find Eknath Shinde going here and other cabinet minister going there. Larger issue is that we do not have political consensus on the issues of reservation. Anyway, these reservations were not supposed to be there forever. So we need to have consensus on social policies. That is why I say that these issues cannot be episodically or in a piecemeal dealt. You need to have a larger, longer vision. 50 years, 40 years, 60 years. I am not saying eminent China's example. I am going to say, but then you need to have some goals. You need to have some goals, and I think when Prime Minister talks about New India and when he's talking about these issues, I think if he gets his third term, these are the hard issues I'm sure he's going to take up. Not even this, but I'm sure even NJAC.
Yeah, NJAC as well. That's for the third term, if there is one indeed. And Jayant, you have a comment to make.
It is
very
because
quickly, just 30 seconds. We're at the end of our.
Because I don't think any government is least interested in having consensus. What BJP actually wants, let there be chaos in the bigger community. The powerful community, the more it will be divided, the more it will benefit them in the elections. And it's very simple. We want third term at any cost.
Thank you.
And
Thank
that
you,
is
Mr.
what
Venkar.
everything
Thank
is
you.
happening.
Yes, I get your point. So, Maharashtra Quota War continues with a new turn. Manoj Jarange Patil is the man of the moment, but how long he will continue is in question. And I'd like to thank my panelists, Mr. Haribhai Rathod, Jayant Mainkar, and my colleague Karthikeya Sharma. That's the story that we'll be tracking.
Streaming on News9 Plus. News is now content. Subscribe and get free vouchers.